Welcome to another Pulsechain ecosystem video. So we're going to be checking out some of the charts and to see if there might be any slither of bullishness in these charts. It's been a hell of a bumpy ride, and let's jump right into the charts. So this is Pulse. I'm going to see if we have broken some downtrends already. So we've broken the main downtrend. If we put that on the log chart, we haven't broken it just yet. Log charts are useful sometimes if you're early to these markets, but I've been looking at a linear chart most of my charting life and been very successful just using the log chart. Pulse, if we put on the fixed volume range and we use the whole range, this will show us where all of the or most of the volume was traded, and obviously it's right at the sacrifice value or slightly below it. As you can see these volume nodes right here, once you lose a large volume node you will slip all the way to the next one, and we came all the way back to the bottom one here. But this volume node is like a magnet, and it's going to be pulling up the price when eventually we do get a breakout level of these areas. We are forming bullish divergences from, you can see below here, the RSI is going higher, yet the price is going lower. Now these are lowers, lower prices. Let me just show you that by doing a horizontal ray. You can get the horizontal ray. It will print a straight horizontal line, and we can see both of these wicks were below that price over here. So that is bullish divergences. It's even more aggressive if we put on the line chart. We can see the aggressive negative slope and the aggressive positive slope down here. But this is only forming. It is only confirmed once the RSI breaks above these levels up here, this 41. We have not broken it yet. There are no bearish divergences to speak of just yet. Let me just check it quickly. 39.46, 39.18. So this RSI print was lower than back here. The reason I'm checking that is we don't want these to be higher. It is still lower, and it is in confluence with the RSI down here being lower. And I just to check that out. It's a little bit more complicated, but everything looks pretty good here. We have bullish divergences forming. Remember, these things don't happen overnight. They can take a long time. And in fact, the longer we can just start creating higher lows here, the better it's going to be, because the longer the consolidation to the sideways movements, the larger the pump can be. And you can start seeing this is the first V of a W, or the second one. It just depends on where we bottom out here. We really need these lows to hold for the structure, good market structure, to continue for the upside. So that was PLS, and I'll just remove these things until, yeah, it looks, it doesn't look bad. Even if we pull up the fib on the local time frame, we can see that we're bouncing off the 61.8, which is good to see, the golden ratio, which is holding up the price currently. There are a few dojis printing here. You can see this one on the 1st of September is a very good doji with a long tail and a shorter wick. So yeah, as long as we, it just shows that there are buyers stepping into these levels as the price goes lower. With with the bullish divergences, with the structure that we're starting to form, I mean, once you break down here, we have indicator confirmation, which is the bullish divergences. We then would have, if we break up here, we then would have market structure, and obviously we are in location. Location is just if we are in the reload zone, right? And we are well below the reload zone now, so that is positive to see. The full moon was the 31st, so we have the full moon there as well. Not much has happened since then. We're just moving sideways. So let's go to PulseX. The PulseX upgrade recently happened, so the buy and burn is back up. All of these charts do look quite similar. We do have bullish divergences on this chart as well. You can see price going lower. We just print the horizontal ray again, it went lower. And on the line chart, it's even more aggressive, like we said with pulse. Bullish divergences, the price is going lower, but the indicators are going higher, showing momentum is starting to turn. This is strong bullish divergence, and you want to see these things form at the bottom or at the top of the market. Now, obviously not confirmed again once we break above the level down here, the 41.69 on the RSI. You can use any indicator, it really doesn't matter. And it is showing up on other indicators as well. Let's look at the on-balance volume. It just shows the volume. Now, on PulseX, it doesn't show, but if we quickly go back to Pulsechain and we pull on the OBV, because I looked at this earlier before I started this video, there is bullish divergences here. The price was lower, but more volume was traded, positive volume was traded. Once again, not confirmed until we break above these levels up here. So let's go back to PulseX. It doesn't, now obviously there's lots of FUD. The market is trying to figure out, or let's say the market participants are trying to figure out if this is going to have a value in the future. I'm not going to comment on that. I like PulseX and Pulse, and I'm trying to get as much of them as humanly possible. So this is PulseX. If we quickly look at the ratio versus Pulse, I don't know if this was a public or a private video, but we actually were showed this live when we were down here, and I told everybody this is not the place to sell. We've fully retraced that dump now. So let's see if there are any divergences on this chart just yet. So this is the daily. No real divergences yet. Maybe here on the short term, but nothing on the long term really. Let's see if we've broken some downtrends on the log chart. Yeah, so we are on the other side of the downtrend. Now we just need to see market structure coming in here, so some higher lows and maybe a breakout. Let's see where most of the volume was traded for PulseX into Pulsechain. Up here, large volume node down here at 0.3 as well. So yeah, let's see how that plays out. PulseX is still the cheaper one according to the ratio because we are still inside of the reload zone, which is the area down here. We just bounced off the 78.6 level twice already and continuing its market accumulation. Let's quickly look at HEX. The 6 HEX trading on Ethereum. This is the Ikimoku cloud. I'm not going to try and explain everything here, but we are starting to get above the faster moving average, which is good to see. Until the red and the blue crosses and we start getting inside of the massive cloud, things will start to get interesting. The last time we got a cross on the daily was back here at 2 cents and we rallied all the way up to 12 in the coming weeks after that. Now I would discount this wick. I don't know if it's formed on all of the charts. It's a little concerning, this wick down here, when I looked at it the first time, but I never saw it really form. I mean, if we look at the eHex chart on Pulsechain, it doesn't have that wick, right? This looks a lot like the rest of the ecosystem charts. Very, very aggressive bullish divergences here. Price going, I mean, yeah, we can pull it off here. It's going lower, right? It's getting a little bit redundant. Let's just see, this was 32.76. This was 33. Sorry, 29. 32. 29. So this was actually lower. So really no bullish divergences unless we pull up the line chart. Then you do have strong bullish divergence for a reversal there. We're also starting to create some structure here. Let's see where we're bouncing off. Bouncing off the 61.8, the golden ratio. Yeah, same story. We need to create higher lows. Let's move sideways here for a few weeks or even a few months. That would be very good market structure to take us higher. And this bullish divergence has actually been confirmed because it's broken above these levels, the breakout level. From here, actually. And it's actually holding support on the breakout level. Now, let's quickly look at the ratio between the two hexes. Yeah, moving sideways here at just about the halfway point between the ratio. So you're getting 2 hex, a little bit more than 2 eHex per pHex. No real divergences to speak of. We do have slight bullish divergence or hidden bullish divergences, which shows continuation, but nothing really to shout about and get excited about. Let's, for the last video, quickly check out Kick. The coin I found it, 45% of the liquidity is locked up, 50% was put into the liquidity pool and also locked up in PulseX version 1. This is the USD value, just bouncing off the golden ratio, just shows how powerful this level is. It was also acted as a resistance previously. You can see how it acted as resistance back here, coming down, found support down there. Let's, yeah, this is the Pulsechain ratio actually, because this is the ratio we want to look at. I can't change it here. I need to get wait for it to get a bit lower. One of my orders could have been there, but I was slacking and it just took off without me, unfortunately. So yeah, with that being said, do check out the links in the description down below if you want to join the granny style of investing DeFi edition, where I post my signals, what I'm sacrificing for. We actually sacrificed for this PTS. If you checked out my recent tweets, do go follow me on Twitter, where I give out free information as well. So PTS had their launch recently. I sold my half on a double up here at the tippy top, and it's been coming down. Starting to look pretty good as we've formed a little W down here. Not the prettiest W. We're starting to create bullish divergences. This is the 1 hour charts, which are really, really low time frames and not really productive to look at these. But if you're looking to get into position, this is probably the area. I don't know what I have planned for the future. I think I'm sitting on my hands. Have not bought back in yet. Don't know if I am going to. But either way, do check out the ebook so you can learn how to trade these things and not get wrecked, right? I see lots of people getting absolutely destroyed. If you just go through these filters down here, you can just see people getting actually destroyed. If there's a red P&L, that's people taking losses, right? Just lots of losses going on there. Okay, and yeah, you can scroll through all of these coins and see that people don't know what they're doing at all. So with that being said, I think this is enough for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers for now. And remember, do play from a position of strength. Don't get wrecked. Just survive until the end of this bear market. Thank you and bye-bye.